live, right? I said I was gonna. What the fuck am I talking about? I was gonna come out here swinging. You know what I mean? Like a big piece of rebar, and that's concrete. You know, with stuff in it. I was gonna come out here with a big slab of concrete and swing it around and see what sticks. You know what I mean? But here's the problem with coming out swinging. If you come out swinging, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna hit. You know what I mean? And I don't want to start off the stream with like an apology and all that. It makes things awkward. You ever be like at a party or something, and then maybe you say maybe the wrong thing, and they misread you, or I don't fucking know what they don't understand you, and you don't want to. Everyone in this life wants to be understood. You know what I mean? Even fucking robots. So I wanted to come out here and say I think everybody, I can't wait to see I won't see anybody, but I'll hear or I'll read. I like to read. People say they don't like to read, and then they read the comments under videos. And they read thousands and thousands of words a day. And something gets jumbled up in there because then they feel the need to say their own words. You know what I mean? Is that a toothbrush on the table in the game? So I wanted to say that everybody has like a unique, beautiful soul, you know? Anybody who comes into this stream, that is. You're a beautiful soul that, you're never to be repeated ever again. Unless you're one of them filthy Buddhists. Let's be real, you know? But, listen, not all of you are gonna have a beautiful soul because, I paid an extortionate amount of money for the bot farm. And I was hoping with this bot farm that I'd get somewhere, you know what I mean? Because that's all we're all really hustlers, all just trying to make it, trying to beat the competition out, try to, raise ourselves to the top of the mound and push everybody aside. And once we're at the top, then that's all that matters, But I'm back, I never left. Some say I never left. Some say I'm still here, But whether I'm still here or not is neither here nor there, Because, people retire from streaming and they make millions. I haven't even gotten that far, Doing this fucking thing way too long and still no money. No retirement money at all. So, I hope the bots pay off, So, as far as I'm concerned, the way I'm doing it, I'm doing things wrong. It's about time change were to occur in here, Start my stream empire with a fact. Factoid? It's like a fact, only it sounds way cooler and more important. But last time I did this, people complaining, he's not paying attention to me, or why is there a cinema screen and all that stuff, So I need to bring you back to this, because otherwise people get mad, people don't understand things. But here it is. Did you know that the human brain produces enough electricity to light up one light bulb? Now, don't get any bright ideas or anything. I don't want to hear a mad scientist use that factoid I said to run his experiments off of, And the test subjects will be you. I saw this thing on the internet, and it said, fun fact, Mr. T, for those who don't know, Mr. T was a guy who used to eat Snickers bars, but he was actually part of the A-Team, And Mr. T, it said, fun fact, did you know Mr. T had cancer? And I was like, that's not a fun fact at all. The A-Team guy? Like, a fun fact would be something like they karate chop him on the neck and then drag him onto a plane, because he was afraid of flying. But I'd be more afraid of like your own body, killing you, than a plane. And here's what people say about you, despite anything you've done, any damage to your body, they're gonna go, you don't look ill. You don't look a day over one. You're the healthiest looking human being I've ever seen. Like, it doesn't matter what you have to say then because they've already made up their mind, about you. As soon as you're ready to tell them something interesting, they've moved on. Oh, they don't look their age. They don't look like a corpse. Wow, it just goes to show that age really is just a number. And then inside is not so good. Now, I wanted to talk about planned, scripted, staged, because that's what my cousin says about everything I do. And what I say to him is, you mean thoughts? There's only like a couple of thoughts you have, and not all of them are like original. Like for one, shower thoughts. You go and have a shower, and then you have a thing pop in. They're thoughts that you have in a shower. Whereas, what if you're just on the toilet? Toilet thoughts? They don't have the same. Doesn't have the same ring to it. But it's my belief that everything on your mind, is in the past. And the worst thing about that is, people say to me, like if I'm sad, oh, forget about it, man. It's all in the past. But that's all I've ever known. I only know things that have been in the past. Like, try and forget the past, Forget everything. That's what some people say. If I could forget everything and re-experience that one thing I like for the first time, yeah. I can't tell you the future, or the present. Because eventually the present becomes the past tense. So, anyway, thoughts? I have some thoughts for you tonight. They're just regular thoughts, so they're not scripted, pre planned or anything. They're just thoughts. But someone told me, they're like, did you hear about Trump? And I was like, which one? And they're like, oh, the main one. I was like, the main guy, the man everybody always talks about, and they never ever say anything else. Well, they said to me, did you know, Trump's wife, or his first wife, not his second wife. Some of us have more than one. It's not me to judge, but I believe they call that poly something. Like, I don't know everything, but they have one wife that is beneath the earth, shall we say, and he buried his wife on his golf course, and what's really strange is he put her at the first hole, and I mean that's a bit below the belt, Like, you think he's bad already, you're buried, but also you're just the place for people to tee off. And then you ever think he's thinking, here, don't go over there. My wife's there. And they're like, what? My wife, she's under the grass, She's, when you're taking your shot, keep away from my wife, which is also really good advice in general if you're playing golf, You don't want to hit someone in the head with a golf club, unknowingly to them. But like, it occurred to me, as many it does, that you know real life is sort of becoming like TV. You mean? Because like, if something's a cartoon, it doesn't make sense to make fun of a cartoon. Because like, if you make fun of a clown, it's pointless. Like, he's a clown, and like, there's nothing you can add to it. You say, oh, tomorrow he's gonna say this crazy thing, and then he does. Because TV, he treats life like it's a TV show, and like, it's reality. reality TV and TV have intersected. You know what I mean? Instead of like real life, you have a TV life, and people only care about TV for so long. They want to go, that's cool. I'll click, go to the next channel. Because let's be real here, not all of us are interesting. Not everybody is going to be worth the ad revenue, or if someone's going to put an ad. That's what your life kind of is. You know what I mean? But people keep thinking about celebrities. They're way more important than us. Chappell Roan, she punched a child, or she kidnapped the child, or she shot the child. Like whatever she did, it doesn't matter, because people say everyone matters, except some people matter far more than other people. Like realistically, if I were gone, if I were out of existence tomorrow, look, the bread man is still gonna deliver bread. The world's not gonna collapse. Where someone famous dies, there's ripples. They always say there's ripples around the earth, and they're like, the world lost another great celebrity, musician. They're an artist, and they did all this stuff. And then you go, how could the earth lose it? Aren't they? They're in the earth. I thought, how can you lose what is in? But I don't think, when someone goes, it's sad. But then, where someone's famous dies, that's what matters truly. For a day, then people have a tendency to get bored. They move on, they get hungry, and then do people things like complain. Yeah. Someday I'm gonna go retire and do all the stuff I'd like to do right now. Live in the future. But realistically, you can't live, in the future, because eventually it becomes the present. And the future, you'll be shitting yourself and all the pain, and you'll forget, You forgot what your plan was, and now you're sitting there watching the news. Remember the movie Back to the Future? That was a confusing title, because you're like, how do you get back to something that when you get to is no longer the future? It should really be called Back to the Present, But I won't be here in the future, I'll be here in the past. You see, right now it's the present, but it moves swiftly along, you mean? It's fleeting, We're only like a drop in the ocean. We're eternal beings, eternal souls, whatever, but the machine, it don't got one, and, we don't last forever, let's be real. Time is unyielding. It just keeps going and going without us, or it's not going to stop the bus and say, hey, come on, get on the bus of time. We're going to go and have a great time together and go all the way to the end, and you're going to be there forever. Do you know what I mean? But that's why I don't get too hung up or upset about things, because, whatever bothers you now will become the past. And then once it's gone, it's gone. You know what I mean? Whereas eventually in the future, when you're gone, there won't be anybody, like you can't even think. You know what I mean? You won't be able to think, oh, where am I? But as long as we're on this rock together, drifting along in fucking space, that's where we'll be. We're in fucking space. That's where we're gonna be. We're lost in space. I think there was like a show or a cartoon called Something in Space. We could look it up with our fancy internet phones, can't we? We're so smart, but you can't cheat death, you can't outsmart that. Doesn't matter how smart you are or stupid. But people get hung up on things, and I watched this Brian Cox interview, and it was pretty interesting. And then the interviewer lady, she goes, yeah, that's really cool, Brian, Mr. Cox, because that's his name, he's a scientist. It's like, Yeah, that's really cool, Mr. Cox. All that black hole sciencey stuff. I never really got into it, but I'm just an interviewer woman, and I was just wondering. My daughter is interested in that science mumbo jumbo that you keep spouting. I don't understand, and like I like to make a big smile on my face when you say big words that I don't get. But what do you think about getting more women into science? And then he looked kind of puzzled. He's just like, it doesn't matter what I say or think, because eventually, things, the black hole's gonna win. But in the moment, he has to kind of pretend, he cares, like, be a human being and all that, go through the motions. So he's just like, well, it's not really up to me, it wouldn't be my place to say who can and who can't get into science. Says you gotta encourage that creativity, the childhood curiosity, keep them interested and all that. And then she's like, all right, okay, yeah. Actually, we're running out of time with the interview. And then he goes, yeah, literally. And it got nothing. It got no laughs whatsoever. But doesn't it just go to show that, like, sometimes when you're talking to someone, it doesn't matter what you say, because whatever they think, is all that matters to them. Like I said about, like, the age thing, the whole age dilemma. Doesn't matter what you say, people only care about what they think. They don't care what you think. You think they think they do, but they don't. But I gotta rub my eyes. How worth is this game? I think I'd give it 5 buckets of blood out of 5, I guess. People only care about numbers, How much numbers you got? 100? That's really cool. I got 5. Well, my 100 beats your 5. Like, wow, fuck. That's really true. That's why I rate things out of fucking infinity. So I go, I like my thing, it's infinity more important than your thing. You know what I mean? But last time, as they say, last time on the thing, I wanted to say something at the start of my stream and I forgot. But there was this thing, and it was Clint Eastwood, and I think I mentioned it before. He goes, he was there doing a speech, and he's like really old, Clint Eastwood. He's like, yeah. So I'm 86 now, and I'm here with Obama today. And he turns to his left, and there's an empty chair. And it was really, kind of bizarre, very weird. And he started talking like, okay, Mr. Obama. So what we're going to talk about today is the rising gun violence and all this. And he just yammered on about stuff. And he goes, I remember when, this is my Clint Eastwood impression. I remember when he got the vote of office and he got elected. And he said that, yes, we can. And everybody was tearing up. It's like Oprah was tearing up. This is more like, starting saying like Richard Nixon. I'm sorry. Yeah, but, yeah, Oprah, she was crying. Everybody was crying. Even I was crying. And it's just very odd, Clint Eastwood crying over Obama. It's just a strange world, But people hate his guts, They say, isn't he a Republican? He has guns. See, this is how you know about Sony's political affiliations, Republican, he has guns. He sticks to his guns. And leftists, are left-handed. No, they have trucks. And they used to run the people with the guns over. Which seems like an uphill battle. Or downhill. But you gotta have your political opinion these days, You gotta take a stance. Whereas me, someone asked me, what is your point of view on this sociological political matter? And then I go, because you gotta be prepared for when things, these things pop up, Don't want to be making your beliefs up on the spot. So what I do is, whatever some guy says on the internet, that's my opinion. When someone goes, do you have any thoughts on the matter? And then I go, well, everything this guy on the internet said, everything he believes, so do I. No, I didn't. I didn't hear he said that. That's the first time I'm hearing. I'm hearing that. But we have a game that needs to be consumed. Everything needs to be consumed. Consume your media and all that. But that guy Kai something, subscribe and. Why would you subscribe for no ads if the guy's not gonna fucking stream anyway? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh, I'm so glad I subscribed to this Twitch streamer. I don't get any ads, and he hasn't streamed for 6 months. Oh, that makes sense. I'm gonna tell you about this an old grumpy soul. An old grumpy man. I was driving, as you do, and I was at the stoplight, and, they go red. Well, just as I was about to go, I was waiting. I was waiting for them to go green again, but my car goes, it does the thing, it doesn't work. And this old man, he goes, he starts going crazy. He's like beeping the horn. He's going honk honk. He's shouting and he's giving me the finger. I can see it in the mirror. He's like giving me the finger, and it's not like he has like anywhere to be. Oh, I best get home in time to enjoy the last 5 minutes of peace on this earth. And all the other time, he's bright red, like the parking light from the back of my car. Unbridled joy. Or rage. And just the most passionate of rages, we're all in a race against time. Which is fucking impossible to win. Because time is infinite, and you are not. No wonder Jack Nicholson spends all his time at home. Nothing but rage, out there. I think I spoke about the Brian Cox thing. But anyway, he answered it, and he was trying like his best not to say like, "What are you retarded?" And then she goes like, "We're running out of time," and his joke got no laughs. I've written down here. I don't know why I've written down a talking thing. This is just proof to pudding that I don't prepare everything. It just says Korea thing, BTS. And then it says, Bear Grylls Shack. But I do have a thing that says, OnlyFans guy. So the CEO of the OnlyFans, he was 42 years old. He died. And it was a really tragic loss for the OnlyFans community. The people like the dirty, filthy, fucking sex and all that. Not the real stuff, just like looking at pictures. Why look at them when you can look at them for free? You know what I mean? And at the same time, this guy was a billionaire, had fucking billions and billions of dollars, and it just goes to show that you can run your sex empire, and you're not immune. You're not like immortal or anything. But I remember reading about it, and people in the comments were going, they hate his guts. They're like, everybody fucking hates him, and we're glad he's gone. And for some reason or other, some other people were like, we should kill him. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. The guy's already gone, but like burn in hell and all this. I'm like starting to think, for this OnlyFans billionaire, he's got really he really only got only enemies. Come to think about it, it's just like. Just when you think, people can't get more malicious or evil or whatever, that's just how it is. You know what I mean? That's who we are. But in a couple of hours or minutes or whatever, when I'm doing this, hopefully I get through this nightmare. I mean, who cares whether I do or I don't? It's been a long time from me playing this. Don't think I've seen this. It's like watching a movie. I don't want to be talking over the movie. Look, a horror game. The horror. Why you'd need more horror than real life, I don't know. I want to shine a light on whatever this dispute is.
There has to be a way to kill them.
But look, I was gonna come out swinging like I said, but I'm having second thoughts because, you know, the stream isn't going well already. I can always just turn it off, you know, turn tail and run.
Insufficient power. Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Gotta get the power on.
If you ever think about it, like, we're all really just animals at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what I say or think, we're all just gonna eat each other, you know? Did I bring my giant gun with me? I did. If you're ever feeling unsafe out in the wild, don't forget your giant gun. Just the biggest, most unfucking sightly huge gun that you can. Oh yeah, I have my torch. And here's Grantilda or whatever. It's hard to be scared of a thing you just saw, you know? So let's trail over this way for some reason. I have my meds. I have to go to this golden compassy thing. I guess. Or not. The chemical treatment. I guess she'll drop down any moment. Is she here? She's not being very respectful of the place. That's a sight. She in them vents. I guess when you get this thing, it's go time, is it? Let's do this.
Why is it so stiff?
Okay, give me a sec. One to the chrome dome, one to the noggin. Shine a light on this fucker, you know? I did hear, here's another factoid. It's like, it's not a cool factoid or anything, but it is a factoid. Did you know when they were recording the voice of that monster, that woman, girl thing, they got the voice person to gurgle milk. Just gurgling milk. Now, some people like to gurgle milk for other reasons, but I'm not going to get into that. Possibly if you're into them, only hate? The only hater group of people. Look, ground control, we got a big issue with a creature. That's me nearly dead. That's not good. It blew through all those fucking bullets.
No lever.
So where do you get the lever? Who knows?
There has to be one.
Of course it's in the next room. fuck's sake. I thought I'd make it easier for the creature. Ah, no.
Just die already.
I got no time, we gotta go. Nice toes.
Only one more.
What lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. Or is it what evil lurks? I don't fucking know. I have this portable light. That's all of them.
Successfully restored.
I think I did the hard part fucking first.
They should open the hatch.
And where
We
could
need to
that be?
hurry.
I bet you it turns off or some shit. I don't see... Are you the way out? No. I'll go this way. I'm fucking lost like a headless fucking goose. Oh, the elevator, of course. And how do I get in there? I'm just making it. I thought I'd make it easier for the monster, because they have it hard as is. You can't even go into open broad daylight, and they're abroad. This little tiny little flashlight, it's gonna do wonders against this fucking woman. Or sorry, monster.
We're getting out of here. Get out of the fucking
That's rude.
way. Give me a break.
That should do it.
Come on. Open.
Let's shoot him. That's exquisite. I couldn't fucking time that well at all. That fucking sucked. Oh well.
Emily, please.
Emily can wait. I can't believe that fucking didn't go off to plan at all. Just become a brown sludge. Ooze. Just ooze.
Emily, it's me. Emily? Oh no! Wake up! Come on! Oh no! Oh, Emily! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's always a good sign.
Emily?
No, that's some Cronenberg fucking monster. It has to go. I'm sorry. It has to go.
Emily! I wanted to save her!
You don't understand. It's
No, I never would have escaped without her. This is all my fault. Again.
Look, I get it. Trust me, I get it. But we're still alive. We have to keep going.
No.
Grace.
Alpus is within reach, Grace. I'd like you to come with me.
Come with you.
Well, you feel lost, but you're not. You're exactly where you need to be.
Hey, we're revealing a man. Another moldy man. A smoky, moldy man.
I've been waiting for you, Grace.
Who are you?
Raccoon City. You're the reason for its destruction, but you're also the key to building a brave new world.
The earring was certainly a choice.
You're the
Did he
final
get it
piece.
after the shit on his face got there?
Let us show you your true purpose.
To be continued in the next episode. Because I fucking, yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. I'd like to thank nobody for showing up in particular, and I'll see you again. You didn't actually think I was gonna turn the stream off just so suddenly, did you? Vaping did that. You gotta stop doing them vapes.
Checking in.
Good timing.
Did you find anything on Elpis?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers at the CIA or the Pentagon.
Maybe we need a higher clearance.
I requested one.
And I was told to shut down the investigation.
What? Why?
I'm really engrossed in this
They didn't
movie.
say.
Orders from on high.
Look, we don't need you taking a hit for this. I'll just go it alone.
We're in this together.
Till the end. I've always been good at working in the shadows.
Just don't do anything too risky, yeah?
Me? Never.
I didn't even know they still use Bluetooth fucking earphones and shit.
I'm gonna find Grace. She definitely has something to do with Elpis.
I'm fucking dying to go for an L piss myself. I think I might have to go for an L piss right now. Leon. Or maybe it's Leon. Is this what life is gonna look like in the future? You know when they say you got a bright future ahead of you? That's also true if you are the subject of a nuclear strike. Just a big mushroom. Hey, look at that beautiful mushroom.
All the road's gone.
And then
We have to find another
you're
way.
toast.
Alright.
Look at all this nice rust.
I think I found a clue as to where they might be. Some coordinates on Victor's computer.
Got it, thanks.
Right in the center of Raccoon City.
I love the rustic kind of look. My car. My sponsored Porsche. You don't want your sponsored, you know, celebrity Porsche to be brought into this fucking kip. This rundown fucking honka-tonk piece of junk.
No, not this way.
Where are all the cool cats? Where all the cool cats go? Trash. Looks so good. You gotta evacuate it. How do they even get time to fucking get them posters and shit? No, the newspaper. How do they get the time to get the newspaper together to publish that shit? It's good that they had good good dental work in the city. What we else got? We got health. All health begins with umbrella. Don't forget to take your fucking ginger shots and all that fucking crap. Here, I try to help, you know, with my health. I worked down the treadmill and I ate all the right food. I just want to ask a question. If I take my iodine tablet and there's a giant mushroom cloud, am I immune from the blast? I thought if I worked out really, really hard and had just pecs of steel, that it could stop anything. But it turns out even pecs of steel can be melted by a fucking megaton bomb. In the case of a nuclear emergency, you must evacuate it and all that shit.
If not for Umbrella, it could have just been a normal city.
Yeah. Now it's nothing but ash and
Let's have a look in
bones.
here. I need a key. You know that thing where they say if you see the mushroom cloud, put your thumb up, and if your thumb is bigger or smaller than the mushroom, then you know you're safe. Like I'm gonna thumbs up the fucking nuclear bomb as it's going off. Realistically, you're gonna wake up the next day and everything will be ash. You're like, oh look, it must have snowed or something. I knew I didn't. My garden looked a bit different. A lot of snow. A lot of nice, actually ashy snow. Get your rain, you know, jacket for all the acid rain. I already did like a big bit about, you know, the Doomsday preppers and all that crap. I'm not gonna do it again. That reminds me, I had a big spider on my face the other day. It's not that big. It felt that big, but it's not that big. If spiders were that size every day, I think everybody would be afraid of spiders, you know? But to me, a spider, the worst it can do, like, what's a tiny little money spider gonna do? I just don't like them because they're disgusting, you know? Full of dust. They're gross. But yeah, you're like a fucking giant compared to the spider, you know what I mean? Except for this one. I guess I can't do shit against the big spider. Like that fucking giant spider from, what's it called? The fucking fruity magic and all that, Harry Potter or something? Harry Potter.
Alright. Now what?
Alright, we're gonna go, I guess, upstairs. Oh look, albino spider. Ah, this is not going to work out good. Just piles of mist. This is the first time in a long time I'm actually streaming and playing the game. I'm not just yapping. Oh, look at that. It's got acne. Acne spider.
Where are you?
This poor spider was bullied. Now look, it's all big. Yeah, poor spider used to be bullied. It's now huge. Okay. Do spiders have blue blood? I don't know. I don't know about that. Where is he now? There I go. Turn around, no? That'll do.
Haven't you had enough? I don't have time to take this control.
You sometimes forget that this is about, you know, sometimes zombies eat people's fucking brains and shit. A giant fucking spider. I don't know. Is that normal? Is that a normal way for a spider to react? What the fuck? Well, maybe sped up. Didn't like that. Oh yeah, look, I got my big gun. Where is he now? I think I got him, no? I should have been using that fucking thing from the beginning. It's gonna snap me in half like a twig. Like a twink or something. A Twinkie twig.
Our Raccoon City hospitality.
I'm gonna leave a fucking review on this fucking hotel. Giant fucking spider ruined everything. My breakfast. You know your breakfast is fucking ruined when you're the fucking breakfast for the ginormous housekeeping spider. That's always the fucking worst. I'd like to have more like, I will say, I thought I was in tip-top condition for the streaming gig. But then, like, nothing's coming into my, you know, the thoughts thing. I think I need to go have a shower and get some fucking thoughts because I got nothing. All the, you know, pearls of wisdom, all the gold is all gone. You know how they say like a diamonds are like a woman's best friend, and then they have a man's best friend is like a fucking dog. Well, that's great and all, but what if the dog eats the diamond? Yeah, the dog is not the friend of the woman then, you know? Or the man. The poor dog is the fucking enemy of everybody. He's just a dog. He just wants to fucking eat diamonds and shit. But if you wanted somebody to shit gold, you gotta get a first start on a gold diet. A diet that consists of just 10 karat gold. Like Bugs Bunny has the fucking carrot made of gold. That's not enough warning signs. Someone is gonna get sued.
Okay, Sherry. I've hit the barricade. Looks like someone else was here first. And they were planning on busting their way in. No way around?
The Army Corps of Engineers erected it to seal the city. It goes on for miles.
Guess the only way in is through then.
Why did you say busting? What? Why did you word it like that, Leon? Fucking bust. Bust is a very it's a very endearing word. Now where to next? It's got a lovely atmosphere, this place.
Whose camp is this?
Okay, camp. Got no power. Okay then. Put on the...
Sure, there's an old BSAA camp here. Place is trashed. Looks like they left in a hurry.
What were the BSAA doing in Raccoon City?
That's a very, very old laptop.
Interesting.
What is it?
The computer's now locked. And they were also headed to the center of Raccoon City.
Interesting, too. That reminds me. I dug a little deeper in the Pentagon's database, and I noticed something's missing.
What's that?
There's no record of anyone ordering the missile strike on Raccoon City.
Well, if not them, then who?
My greatest fear, they're watching me through my webcam. I don't want to be busting while I'm on that.
Well, looks like your campaign to make the DSO stand down really didn't work, Zeno.
I'll leave this matter to you then.
You don't want these fucking wizards with their goggles looking at you through your webcam. Speaking of wizards, I gotta go bust. No, I gotta do something real quick. Yeah, that should do it. So what we got? A big fucking thing? Somehow you can buy fucking guns. I can tune up my alligator snap. Oh, let's sell. Okay. Get rid of this. You get fucking nothing if you sell the big gun? What? I want to buy that the new one. I don't know if I sold that too early, because that's not good. I just scammed myself. This one. That's fair and all, but what? Gotta demolish big gate. You know, streaming is great and all, but do you know what would be way better to improve the whole thing? Like, here's an idea I thought of. You know, a stream going to the pound and rescuing a dog. You know, bring it to your, you know, you bring the dog over to your streaming house and he's happy. You know, bring him to your compound. And then what you do is you have him sit in one spot on a mat for like 8 hours or something. And like, and if he even moves slightly out of place, you know, like shock the hell out of him. You know, if anything, the dog is always going to get the most support, you know? Like, if a dog has his own live stream, like, no one would watch the streamer. Who'd want to watch a streamer anyway? People only like dogs. Who likes people anyway? Certainly not me. But streamers nowadays, you know, they have all high energy and they're doing all sorts of stuff. Maybe they're trying to take some other things, but I think they're trying to, like, emulate, like, Robin Williams, you know what I mean? And, you know, some of them, you know, they do it, Whereas, like, you know, even Robin Williams, you know, would go straight laced, you know, for a bit. It's not normal to be that high energy all the time unless you're doing bags upon, you know, bags of cocaine. You know, hate, you know, so full of hate, you know, just an everlasting furnace of hate that burns beneath them. All consuming, you know, perpetual, like, hate machine. And, like, all these influencers, they have, like, top of the range cameras and looks. And, like, the average Joe, like, people like me and you know, not gonna survive a day in the modern world. They don't care about us. We need to slave away, you know, fucking do all the important work while they have their cameras. You know, and they document their everyday life like they're a celebrity, you know, already. But if you pretend you're a celebrity, you know, every day, you know, the line blurs. Like, what does it mean to be, like, famous, like, at all? Like, no, like, you think everyone knows you, but then only, like, no one knows you, except, like, a handful of people. Whereas, years ago, if someone was famous, everybody knew you. Like, the only next logical step is, like, a cartoon character, you know what I mean? You're already exaggerating yourself, so you gotta run through, like, a painted tunnel and pull your lips out. You then see your neighbor on TikTok trying to sell you, like, do you need a brush? It's like, nah, I already got a brush. I don't know, no need for a celebrity influencer brush. You know, and I see that all the time. You know, they sell the same equipment, you know, that they use to record everything, like the what do you call them, the tripods, the handheld stuff. And the difference between a celebrity and an influencer is millions of dollars. I got nothing. I got 80 bullets. Somehow I have 80 bullets in this economy. I don't know, I thought that fucking bag was evil or something. Resident bag. But let's be real here. Without that dog or any of that interest and stuff, who wants to watch a stream of this shit anyway? You know what I mean? Maybe this game it's passé, it's old news. But that's a shame because I like the game, you know, and I want to keep playing it, but when no one's around, you know, that's sad, you know what I mean? You gotta come to all these things like pre-prepared, but no one prepares you when no one shows up. You can do all the fucking things right and nothing goes right. It's like luck, you know what I mean? How do you get luck? I don't know. It's like you got lucky. It's like put all your money on black and you spin the wheel, and then sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't go. And then people go, nice, you know, I'm lucky. And then other times they're like, fuck. I was gonna say red. But that's not how it goes. You can't, like, predict the future, you know what I mean? But in the future, hopefully then, the things will pick up because the things aren't looking too well. Like, there's only so much I can do. I'm not going on that OnlyFans. Poor guy's already gone. What need is there to see my fucking cock anyways? It's the same as everybody else's. You know? I think next time I'll come more planned or pre-prepared. Like, it's not as easy as it looks. I thought I could just turn on the stream and go. But that's not the case. Either, you know, you play a game and you can't think of things, or, you know, you do like I did last time, just keep yapping. But turns out fucking nobody cares about the games anyways. I had like a big story, you know, pre-prepared. I had a pre-prepared story. I was going to tell you about Florida. You know Florida? I'm going to have to wait until next time about Florida. But my alligator snapper pistol, you know, has got 80 rounds in it, and like I can go round for round and pound for pound, but if no one's around in the arena, what's the point fucking anyways? There may have been a couple of slumps in the movie. I don't want to talk over the fucking movie. Maybe if something occurs to me tomorrow, I'll come back to this. You know, I try my best. You can't always hit the mark. Maybe I'll strike in inspiration and a whole lot of gold will come out. That's what I want. But listen, I'm no Handel, you know, I'm no George Frederick Handel. You composed the fucking the Messiah. It's like a 2-hour fucking song. You know, that's the problem, you know what I mean? I try and talk about, like, you know, I try to do a long stream or you do a short stream. It doesn't matter because people's attention spans are fucked. Because I remember sending a song to someone that's 17 minutes long. Like, wow, that song is way too long. And then they hear the same 3 songs on the radio and they're all like 2 minutes each. And like, yeah, that's still too long. And I look at the graphs. I've been looking at the graphs, trying to fix the stream and get back on top. It's hard to get back on top when you don't fucking know where the bottom is. So I look at these analytics and stuff. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And one of the glaring fucking things is that people only watch for fucking 10 seconds. I know what people like, apart from dogs. But listen, I could be on cocaine and fucking nothing changed, you know what I mean? But if people don't even listen for 10 seconds, what can you do? It's like everybody's got a 7-second memory or something. But this guy, he composed this song or this fucking concerto. He's an old book. He composed this thing called The Messiah, right? It's fucking 2 hours long. If fucking, you know, if people could sit back in the old days and listen to a fucking 2-hour song, whereas people nowadays can't even sit through fucking 10 seconds. That's ridiculous. It's like that thing I said, the uphill fucking battle. Or is it the downhill battle? I don't fucking know anymore. I'm gonna take it easy tonight and I'll be back with fucking who knows. I don't know what to think anymore, man. You try your best and fucking no one shows up. Or you try your best and it's still not good enough. All I know is whatever I do won't be as good as this. Where's my fucking sniper?